Hunter.
Oh no. Hunter Cat says hello as he runs up the stairs.
Hello, we're live. Our cat's going nuts.
Our cat just went down the stairs like 3 times.
He's crazy.
He knows that we're on YouTube and we're not going to be petting him. I think that's the problem.
Hi, Mary. How are you?
Oh, emojis. Hello, hello. We did a little bit earlier today. Yesterday, it got to a point where I got really, really empty and then kind of nauseous because I was too empty.
Patriot Picker's here. Hey, Patriot Picker. What's up? No sound. Do we have sound? Can you guys hear us?
It says we have sound. Oh, it's just me.
Oh.
Okay.
All right, good. I just want to make sure everyone can hear us.
As Jade's beating up the microphone.
Yeah. Connie, how are you? Kimberly Hooker, what's up? Welcome. We're going to be talking about the new Poshmark features, the new party feature that just rolled out. And
do you love it? Do you hate it?
Do you love it? Do you hate it? What do you think about it? Have you guys seen it yet? Has any of you seen the new features for the party? We saw it this morning. It's a daytime party, so I know a lot of you part-timers might not have got a chance to experience this new feature yet, but it was pretty cool, but it makes things complicated, that's for sure. So Karen got some chance. I was actually out of the house today, and she shared my closet for me. So she got to experience the new feature part way today and see how it went. Before we jump into that, though, let's talk a little bit about our course, Poshing for Profits. It is on sale this week until July 5th, 50% off to all of you guys. So if you haven't gotten a chance to check that course out yet, it's going to tremendously help you guys with Poshmark. It's going to jumpstart your Poshmark business, teach you everything you need to know about Poshmark, and get you poshing like a pro in no time. It's 50% off this week. All you got to do is click the first link in the description. No coupon code needed. Brings you right to the course, and you get that for $98 and change. We also have payment plans available, so you can get into that course for as little as $23 tonight. So it's super awesome. So if you guys haven't gotten the course yet, you're waiting for the right time. There is no time like the present. Jump on there, and we'll see you in the Facebook group. All
right. So it's not so much a new feature, but they adjusted how the morning party is. The morning party used to be very, topic related. It used to say like Lululemon, Athletica, electric yoga, and they'd have like 5 brands or so that you could share it. To us, it's at noon. I know like West Coast, I think it's like 9 a.m.
9 a.m.
The first party. And so what Poshmark has done is they are looking at what's trending in search, and they are making that the party guidelines, but still within like a genre. So today it said,
hey, Ray.
Levi's.
Hey, Maria. So I'm
Converse.
just going to say hi to some people. Hey, Janet.
It said a few things, and then it said Levi's, Converse, yada, yada, and more. I don't have it up. I need that, Jason. and I didn't quite understand that and more. And so I was sharing my Converse, my Levi's, and then I was doing some edit next listing, and I see that someone just said Torrid shared.
Torrid was up there. Yeah, I saw that. Yep.
So I edit next list, and Torrid shared, and I was like, huh. So I went to the party guidelines, and it wasn't just like 4 or 5 brands. There was this entire list of brands.
Big list. Miss Me was on there.
That you could have shared.
Torrid was on there. It was just random stuff. It was crazy. She showed it to me.
And Jay let out some colorful language. He was like, what the bleep, bleep, bleep. And so the only way you can really tell what you can share to the party, except for those first like couple of things, is by going into party details and either memorizing it.
That's a lot to memorize. Or
doing what I did, and I edit next listed my entire closet because I didn't know what was going to share to the party and what wasn't. And I wasn't going to sit there and memorize an entire list of random brands, anything from like Topshop, ASOS Maternity. There was like like
Buffalo does well, Maria. Buffalo definitely does well. I sell them constantly. Karen sold a few pairs of Buffalo, so those are a good find for you. Shoot for women's jeans, you're looking at around $30-35.
So for instance, tomorrow at noon for us, it is Theme, Boho, and the brands that are listed are Free People, Anthropologie, Birkenstock, and more. So they give us Free People, Anthropologie, and Birkenstock. They give us 3 and more. Look at that list. I mean, I know you guys can't see it all, but it's humongous. It is anything from Johnny Was, Hobo, Sea by Chloe, Fossil, Freebird by Steven, Spelling the Gypsy, Wild Fox, Anthropology. Like there's like, how would I even know what my closet can share? So it was kind of really annoying me.
Stephanie, way to go on the good sales. She made 4 sales in a week and just about 267, it looks like. So that's awesome. Way to go, Stephanie.
Nice.
Yeah, moving stuff over from eBay to Poshmark. That's the way to do it now. I mean, eBay's got a ton of problems. We all know that. We've all experienced them firsthand. And Poshmark is just trending right now. So it's great to get things over to Poshmark and start making some more money on your items. Got my first Vineyard Vines polo. That's awesome, Patriot Bigger. I love Vineyard Vines. Sell that all the time. Yeah, so what she's talking about, those new features are crazy. There's a ton of brands. All you got to do basically now, and that's the workaround, the hack, is to edit next list everything. And I know that's going to take you guys forever, and it's a pain in the butt.
Well, she says I use my phone to pull up the brands like this, go into party details, and then use my computer to share.
Well, that's not a bad idea. That's another workaround, yeah.
But it would... admit it goes a lot slower than just going, oh, this is part of the party, this is part of the party. When you have like 4 or 5 brands, you can hold that in your head easily. You know what you have in your closet, you know what you're sharing, and when they're very specific like that, and you're like, oh, okay, here's Levi's, here's a Converse. You can hold a couple brands in your head, but you can't hold like 25 brands in your head. And
Tanya's here, Thrifty Treasures. Go follow her. We just got on her channel today. Poshmark Talk was a lot of fun. Definitely follow her YouTube. She's got a great channel about reselling. She talks a little bit about Poshmark over there. I think she does a show once a week on Poshmark called Poshmark Talk. So definitely check her out. She's a lot of fun.
Yeah, we've been talking a lot today. Talking a lot. And emojis. Do we have any questions that I missed? Let me take a quick look. No, I don't think so. Says I always use my PC to share. I have heard that it's quicker with the mouse and the PC to share. I have shared on my laptop. We don't have a mouse. But if you want to look back and forth at the list, I just don't think this is like, I get that they're trying to broaden what you could share to these parties in the daytime. And that they are using what we're typing into the search as like the guidelines for it. They're like, okay, these are like the most searched brands. Let's help people find the most searched brands. But how is this helping? This is just a pain in the butt. I'm going to count these real quick. Take over, babe.
Why don't they just open it to a share everything party if they're going to do that? I think that's a great idea. I think this is kind of ass backwards, really. It just doesn't make a lot of sense. They're just adding brands to the party to share, and it really just confuses people and gets things going in the wrong direction. So I think that that's what they should have done a broad share everything like a jeans party or a shorts party or something like that, and change the party format up all the way. But what are you going to do?
I see that they're trying to help.
Yes, graphic tees do sell well for men, Justin. You just got to put them at the right price. I would say do your research, do your comps on them. If they're a no-name brand and they have a cool mark, I try to go around $20, $25 and leave room for negotiations, but they will sell. Do you think Poshmark will have closet clear out tomorrow? We're hoping for it.
We want it. And closet clear outs used to be really predictable, but not so much anymore. Now they're like really random when it happens. So I used to call them. I mean, there's going to be one this weekend.
We list 5 items a day, either list or relist. So we list 5 items a day. We're going to up it to a little bit more than that because we want to get our Karen's listings up. So we're going to try and shoot for 10 items a day from now on.
In groups of 5. I like to do 5 and 5 and 5. I think it really helps. I get a lot of sales that way. I haven't noticed a difference when I list 10 or 15 items all at once. I'll get the same amount of sales. But when I do 5 in groups of 5, I have noticed a difference.
Beautifully destroyed. You just got to wait. 3rd day, the money clears on the 4th day. So just be patient. If they don't accept your order, it'll automatically clear after 3 days and you'll get that money into your account. I know it's a pain in the butt, but it definitely happens. I've had it happen to me plenty of times. So just be patient and you will get that money in a few days, 2 days. I actually make more on eBay for my clothes.
I looked through the brands and wrote down ones I knew on paper to keep track. That's all so much to keep track of.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I was kind of aggravated at when I was doing the daytime party today. That's why I wanted to talk about it. I'm like, is anybody else aggravated by this massive list of can and cannot share? I was like, yeah.
Closet clear out. The best time to do closet clear out is going to be from 3 o'clock on. You want to get as much eyes as possible on your item during closet clear out.
If it is tomorrow,
people are going to be home all day. Yeah.
You know, you have to consider, you know, what day of the week it is, if people are working, but most people have the 4th of July off.
Yeah.
So all day's fair game.
So guys, if you're liking this video so far, I know it's early on and we just started, but definitely go hit that thumbs up button, smash that like button, give us a like. And if you're new here, subscribe to our channel. We put out content like this constantly. We are live Mondays and Fridays most of the time at 8 o'clock. We put in videos throughout the week. This week, we're going live every day, so you're in for a treat this week. But definitely hit that thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't done so already. How long would you keep an item in your inventory if it doesn't sell?
So I do believe in relisting something.
Relisting is key, yeah.
Occasionally, after maybe like half a year to, I even have something in my store for a year. I have sent it away to ThredUp to kind of recoup some of my money. And just kind of, if it's not going to sell, it's not going to sell. Even the more you do this, the better you're going to get at what you're buying, but you're still occasionally going to make a bad buy.
Bring it down to eBay and auction it off.
Yeah, it's going to happen.
Beautifully destroyed. A reasonable price for LuLaRoe. It really depends on the print.
Yes.
You could have a rare print. You could have a not so rare print. So they can go anywhere from $5 to $45. And you got to do some comps on it. Figure out what you got and go with the comps.
If it's just a regular print that's like a repeated, like geometrical print, you guys know what I'm talking about, like a kaleidoscope type of geometrical print. Those are like every other LuLaRoe. You're not going to get much for them. However, solid ones do better because people compare things with solid LuLaRoe better. And really funky prints. Like I sold flying pigs for $40-something, $42.99. Yeah. Flying pigs. Cause I mean, when pigs fly, you know, so it depends.
We don't have to, Gary's asking a question. He says, is the best way to send a buyer a tracking number, go to the sold item listing and put it in the comments. You don't have to do that because they can track it instantly from the app. Yeah. You don't need to send them a tracking number because they can track it right from the app. They click on their purchase. It'll tell them exactly where it is and when it's going to get to them. So don't worry about uploading tracking numbers or anything like that. You're good to go. If my shipping label says my zip code zone, but I wanted to drop it off in another area to be shipped, will they accept it or do I have to ship from the zone on the label? No, we drop it off in different towns all the time. Any post office will take it and you're good to go.
I've only had one post office worker say anything to me and he didn't not accept it. He was just like, oh, you're shipping this. You live in the da-da-da town. Like we went to the town next to us. Oh,
yeah, to Marion, yeah.
And he's like, we're such a little post office. You should take this to your own town because they get all the fundage for this zip code. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, he was talking politics to me. Post office politics. I was like, take my package. Goodbye.
They'll take it at any post office, though. You're good. So Ava Castillo is asking us if we can do a video on how to use ThredUp. That's definitely a great idea. We can definitely do a video on that. How does ThredUp work? It's basically you send in your clothes that you're not selling, that aren't selling or whatever. You send them into them. They'll either take them on consignment or give you a price for them. And then when they sell, if they're on consignment, when they sell, you get the profit from that they decide to sell you. If they give you a price, they pay out right away for them. And then you can use that money to either withdraw like a Poshmark money and just put it in your bank account, or you can buy better clothes on ThredUp from them. So it's a great way to send in product and actually upgrade to something better. Like you'll send in 5 or 6 items and buy a pair of mother jeans or something like that. And then you'll sell those for $60, $50, $60. So Karen does that all the time.
They do these bags. They're humongous bags. Like I can't even like explain how big these bags are. And you stuff the crud out of it and you and it self seals and then you bring it to the post office. You can leave it for the postman. I wouldn't do it because it's a humongous bag. And they don't guarantee what they are going to take. They don't know what you're sending them. So it's really a gamble. You can send them like 50 items and they could only take 20 of them, you know, but if they weren't making you money anyways, I prefer the gamble, you know, because it's not making me money. It's been what are you
gonna do? Just have it sit there and not sell, or are you gonna take a chance on it and maybe make some money off of it? It's worth it. Yeah.
The lowest money I have made on ThredUp to reinvest in product was almost $50. It was like 48 and change. And that was with a few items still in consignment, not sold yet. That was a straight out pay up. It was like almost $50. And I was able to get like a couple of items from ThredUp that they sent me like with that, I used it as kind of credit. And I got more inventory.
Yeah. So Chad, Helix brand is a brand that I tend to stay away from. They don't sell all that well. They're not a high-end brand. Give it a shot if you have it, but definitely don't go out sourcing for it, seeking it.
Kohl's?
Yeah, I think it's Kohl's. I think they might be at Kohl's, yeah. Miss Me jeans are great to resell, Lee. There are better Miss Me jeans than others. You want to look for the ones that have the bling on the back of the butt. They're going to be, bejeweled with all those rhinestones and whatnot. And those are the ones you want to sell.
Success with like the ones that have like feathered wings on the butt and like crosses on the butt and bejeweled.
Sonia, how often should I change prices on the same item? I would say change it 3 times and then you're done and relist. So don't change it too much or you're going to screw your historical low up and wait for closet clear out. Yeah. Is there an app for ThredUp, Karen?
Yes, it is an app too. Yeah.
Yeah, beautifully destroyed. All you got to do is to do a comp on Poshmark is go out up to your top bar, do a search item for whatever you're looking for, uncheck my size in the filter section and apply it, and go over to the availability tab, click on sold listings, and it's going to pull up all the sold listings in every size. All that's what you do to do a comp on Poshmark.
It's set to available because they're assuming that you're buying something.
Yeah.
It's never set to sold listings. You have to unselect available.
That's pretty simple.
Yeah.
So also Karen got the new feature, and I didn't check on my phone, so I'm going to check right now and see if I have that new feature. But Karen got the new feature we were talking about a little while ago. How do you find that, man?
It's not there.
Not there. Okay, so I don't have it yet. So she got the new feature where you can actually filter out certain categories of clothing, like kids' clothing or men's clothing, and that's all the app is going to show you from then on. Have you played around with it yet?
I have not. I just noticed it right before we went live.
So that's pretty cool, though. So that feature is rolling out. Basically what it is you can select men. And now whenever you go to someone's closet, the only items you are going to see are men's items if they have any in their closet. If they don't have any, you won't see anything in the party, in the feed, and everywhere. So it's going to filter out your items for you to that gender-specific category, or kids or women, same thing. So Halloween costumes and Christmas shirts sell well seasonally. So, of course, you're not going to be able to sell a Halloween costume in January, but you will be able to sell a Halloween costume in September, and vice Christmas, same thing. You probably won't be selling too many Christmas items in July, but right around November
to market for them.
January, there is. Yeah, there's definitely is
a market for them.
It's one of those things I wouldn't suggest sourcing for.
Small amount of time that you have to get, list, and sell, and then potentially not sell it, for it to kind of be sitting there till next year. So I know a lot of people make money on Halloween costumes, but it's just not my thing. I love Halloween, but it's not usually my thing.
Yeah. So is it good to change the price on the same item often? I would say no. You don't want to do it too often because you're going to screw up your historical low. It's going to make it really hard when the closet clear out comes out to make any profit out of that item because you're going to have to keep going down on that item and down and down. If it's not selling and you're dropping the price more than 3 times, relist it and try again. And if that doesn't work, maybe 2 or 3 times, move it over to eBay and do an auction on it or something and just get what you can for it. Some items just don't sell. Or send it into ThredUp and see what they'll give you. It happens. You don't want to be fooling around with your prices too much, though. It's not
See, some people got the new feature. That's how Poshmark does it. They're not, when they roll out something like subtly, it's not to every single user right at once. They Jay usually gets every single new feature first. So I got it first this time.
She got it first this time.
He always gets it. Like the offer to leggers, he got it first. Offer on bundles, he got it first.
Disney princess costumes are a little different than Halloween costumes, I would say. Those are for kids to dress up in, and they are kind of toy and niche items, so you can actually sell those year-round. But I'm talking about, like, all the Halloween costumes, like the
witch, devil,
that stuff. Yeah, that stuff won't sell, except during very certain parts of the times of the year. So,
the sexy nurse.
So yeah, I wouldn't go sourcing for Halloween costumes. But if you have a few lying around and you want to throw them up, that's a great idea. I mean, Halloween is what, 3 months away, 4 months away?
I sold your mom's Cheshire Cat.
Oh yeah, we did sell the Cheshire Cat costume.
She had one of those like Japan like onesies. That's almost like a bed, like nighttime gear. It was like a head to toe Cheshire cat with this humongous hood. Mother-in-law is 63 and she was the Cheshire cat, and that thing sold so quick. I had to model it. That's the only time I've ever modeled anything on Poshmark.
Yeah, have you fooled around with the new sales report? Someone's saying the new sales report isn't helpful to them. Destiny's saying that, helpful to me. So she's looking for seller analytics, how many sales you make per month, and
you can actually say what you want your report to say. You could say, send me the whole year. You could choose, you know, I ran them monthly. And so you could say January 1st to January 31st and then print them out. It does give you a lot of information, especially when you have to file state taxes. And so I only have to pay Connecticut and now. Hopefully things might change. Yeah, so it was helpful, like seeing, because sometimes I miss it, and I keep track of my own sales, but I like to compare and make sure like I didn't miss something. So I haven't had a problem. It's very detailed, but you just have to add up the number because you are running the report between a specific amount of time, not like overall.
So guys, again, I want to bring it up one more time. This is going to be a short video tonight, by the way, too. We're going to end probably around 8:15. We're going to definitely take the time to answer your questions, but we will end around 8:15 tonight. We're not doing a full hour. We got some things that we got to do in the evening. So real quick, Poshing for Profits, again, on sale for 50% off this week. There's no coupon code needed. All you got to do is click the first link in the description. It'll take you right to the course. It is a comprehensive guide on how to Poshmark and make a full-time living working part-time hours on Poshmark. We cover everything from photography to sourcing to listing and sharing to wholesale portals. And if it's good to buy wholesale from Poshmark, Poshmark do's and don'ts, prohibited items, all that stuff is in the course. Everything you need to know on Poshmark. It comes with access to a private Facebook group where me and Karen and a few other experienced Poshmark members are in that group, constantly answering your questions, interacting with you, and giving you guys tips and tricks on Poshmark. It is a phenomenal resource for Poshmark. So if you haven't gotten a chance to check that course out yet, definitely click the first link in the description. It'll take you right over there. 50% off. You can get into the course tonight with our payment plan for as low as $23.50. That's all it takes, and you'll be poshing like a pro. So go check it out.
So Mina says, I'm new and I've noticed a lot of people's closets with several selfies, Ryan Gosling memes, and offer charts. What's up with those? Since it doesn't cost anything to list on Poshmark, some people get a little crazy with the signage. You know, they go a little overboard with all the photos they could put up, and they kind of clutter up their closet. So I have seen the offer charts. I don't believe in them. You know what we're talking about, where it's like a grid and it's like, if this is a $10 item, 10% off would be $9. And you know, and it shows you green, orange. I'm not going to accept red.
Well, that's a little pretentious, I think. Yeah, really, it's just, we don't put those in our closets. It deters people from buying from you. I think it puts a bad stigma on your closet with the negative aspect and all that. So we stay away from those, but people do put those in there. I've seen those all the time.
I can't see what harm a Ryan Gosling would do though.
I don't know what that would do. Yeah, that's weird, but that's what's up with those. That's people. It's free to list on Poshmark, so they put whatever they can get away with in there.
You know, just because we wouldn't do it personally,
doesn't mean it's not for everyone. Yeah. If you guys feel that it works for your closet, do it.
This is your business.
Yeah.
You know, this is your closet. You run it as you see fit. And if you want to put a Ryan Gosling meme up, go for it. Maybe it'll spark some interest in some PFFs like that, you know? But yeah, I've noticed a lot of closets that have way too many signs like that in their closets.
Yeah, we don't use memes at all, do we? No. She makes her own signs, though. And we're actually going to be doing a YouTube video on that shortly, on how to make signs and how to bring repeat buyers into your closet. We're going to put that up on YouTube very soon. So stay tuned for that. Not this week, because we are doing live videos all week, but maybe next week we'll get a video on how to make those signs that she uses in her closet, how to get that 25% off to repeat buyer sign in there, and how to share it and do all that good stuff, and a little bit of Poshmark hacking for you guys that might work out for you. So I wonder what brand Ryan Gosling would be. Are outlets better for reselling than thrift stores? Outlets are they're not. They're gonna have higher prices than thrift stores though. They're gonna have higher prices than thrift stores, so you're not gonna make as much profit as a thrift store. But they are gonna be new with tags. So you can sell them for a little more, but I think your profit margins are still gonna be pretty thin from an outlet store. If they're running sales, if they're not that much cheaper.
No, but the cheaper you buy anything for, the more money is for you.
Yeah.
You know, so
the outlet, but that's what I'm saying. The outlet stores don't have much cheaper of a brand than a price in a regular store. They're like, I think they're like 20 or 25% lower than regular stores. And you got to remember too, outlets are selling last year's fashion. Outlets have all the stuff that didn't sell at a regular store. So they're not necessarily on trend all the time. Yes, they're still going to sell, but you're not getting the up-to-date current stuff. So if you're going to get backlogged on stuff and get older stuff, might as well go to a thrift store and pay $5 a piece for it as opposed to $30 at an outlet. That's my feeling on outlets. You guys can have different feelings on those as well.
It was a smoldering Ryan Gosling saying, you want to make me an offer. I would laugh. I am laughing. Yeah, even though the outlet is 60 to 80% off, that's off of retail.
I mean, that's pretty much what Poshmark is selling for. I mean, when you think about it, you're buying one of these Kate Spade bags and you're selling it for about 60 to 80% of retail cost. So if you're buying it for 60 to 80%, there's no room for profit there. That's my view on outlet shopping.
I know that's great for when you're shopping for yourself.
I'm reading here. How long should I wait after a like to make an offer? I say I wait till I have accumulated at least 4 or 5 likes on an item before I send out an offer to likers. You only get 3 items, and you only get 3 offers to likers, and you got to go lower each time with this offer to liker feature. So if you send it out too soon and only one person sees it and they don't buy it, you just screwed yourself out of money because you have to go lower the next time you send it out. So I have some patience with that. I wait till I get 5, 6 likers on an item, and then I'll send an offer out so that I have more eyes on.
Sometimes I'll send them out if I've noticed I've gotten like 2 or 3 likes within a
that's another yeah. I did that the other night
in a very short amount of time on the exact same item. It means those 3 or 4 people are still active. They just liked it in like 10-15 minutes of each other.
I did that the other night.
Probably still on the app, and I just got 4 new likes on this item. I'm going to send out like an offer because hopefully they'll respond right away. It worked once, so I was happy about that. Yeah, it worked once.
But use those sparingly because you don't want to burn them, and then you're going to have to relist your item just to get the offers out again, and that means you lose all your likes.
90 days?
Is that the thing? You got to wait 90 days? Yeah. You got to wait a quarter of a month, a year. So
that's a long time.
That's a long time to wait, yeah.
That's a long time in the selling world.
Remember, though, these offers to likers don't affect your historical low, so you can make them without having to worry about having closet clearouts if you're offering too low of an offer or something like that. So that won't affect your historical low, so you're good there. It doesn't count as a historical low price.
That.
Yeah.
I like that. I don't like ruining my historical low.
Amber Zara's here. What's up, Amber? Sorry I missed you when you came in. Welcome to the party. Melanie, what's up? Emoji. Emojis all over the place. Do you have a usual discount you offer likers, or does it depend on the item? I will usually start an offer at like $5 off.
I go in order, kind of. I do like the 10% with the $1.50.
I go a little more than 10% to entice them.
But I round to the nearest whole dollar because I don't like sending somebody an offer for like $32 when I can send them for a $30 offer. You know, like that's just, I don't know if it's like I'm like weird like that, but I like to round to like the nearest like whole dollar.
I have no rhyme or reason to it. Sometimes I'll drop $5. Sometimes I'll drop $25. If it's a really expensive item, I'll drop $50. It's whatever I feel like at that current moment when I'm sending out an offer. There's no rhyme or reason to my madness. It's just what I do. Had my first 4-item bundle the other day. Way to go, Patriot Picker.
Nice. That's a good job. We all like big bundles like that.
Isabel, that's the way to do it. Retake those pictures, retake those cover shots, get those pictures up to date, and you will start making sales.
I did that when I moved when I moved where I was taking my photos in the beginning, I used to take them on my bed in my condo, and then I switched where I was taking my photos, and it made such a huge difference with the lighting and the background. I was like, even things that were already listed, I was like, I'm going to retake the cover shot, because the cover shot's what's going to get people to open up the listing.
Yeah. And
like look and next step to buying, you know? So I completely redid all my cover shots. So if you're not happy with your photos, you can always do them over.
Always do them over. Yeah, Lisa, we're having a heat wave too. Thank God for central air, and we take our pictures inside. Luckily, we have a good room with a lot of light, so we're good. What do we got here? I'm jealous with the amounts you guys can drop. I'm usually trying to sell things for $20 to $30. That's a good price per piece. Price to sell things for. Karen tries to shoot for around $35 to $40 an item.
Summertime's a little harder.
Summertime's a little different, yeah. Because you're selling less clothing, shorts and tank tops and things that have less material to them. So we average around 25 to 30 an item in the summertime. Sorry, this is a little off subject. Does the explosion sharing or repeat sharing each item you mentioned in a previous video actually go to different groups? How many times do you share each item? Yes, they will go to different groups of followers. Every time you share, it's going to go to a new point in the feed, and new followers will see that depending on where they're at. So the more you do it, the more chance you'll have of getting followers to follow your followers' eyes on that product. And I did it like 25 times in a row. Karen did one for 50 times in a row.
I did 50. I was counting. I was like, take that.
Michelle, that's awesome. Go thrift in Paris. I bet they have some great stuff over there.
Petty. That's nice. That is awesome.
I do have a question. Stephanie says, I have someone who added a skirt to a bundle. It's only one item. Though to do bundle, you need to have 2 items.
You can still
send them an offer still, yeah.
If there's even a single item in the bundle, because it's still added to bundle. So you can open up the bundle, even though it'll only show one item, you can still send an offer to them. So it's kind of like a little loophole.
Yep,
that
I do it all the time.
I don't think Poshmark knows or cares is there. Because, yeah, technically a bundle is 2 or more items. But, yeah, you could still send them a discount.
I do that all the time, and half the time it works. Lynette, what's up?
Yeah, so black items sometimes are difficult to take photos of the closer you are to them. Distance is better for black items. It has to do with natural lighting, the black being like black absorbs light. You ever hear that? It does that. It's a non-color. So with the lenses in your camera and your phone, the farther you are from the subject, the better and more detailed that black item is going to be. So take it farther away, and then when you go to list it, pinch and zoom to fit in the box. It's a pain. It's a pain in the booty, but it is what it is.
Summer, I am jealous you're going down to Florida, although it's probably going to be hot down there, and have a great time. We don't know of any good places down in near Vero Beach, Florida, but I'm sure if you do a search for thrift stores, and I'm sure there's going to be a Goodwill or a Savers around, and find some local thrift stores, though, that aren't chains, and give them a shot. There's definitely ways down there, so there's definitely places like that down in that area, so. But it's always fun to source in a different area. Is there an elegant way to shoot jeans? I've tried the fold in half vertical and horizontal items, but it doesn't look as good as my mannequin's photos.
The thing with mannequins is denim, different cuts and different sizes. People like to see how the jeans are going to look on their body. You know, a t-shirt, a shirt, they get it. You know, they know what their top looks like. But jeans are so different, you know. So mannequins kind of can show you what it looks like on a body. But mannequins also are only one size, and jeans are so many sizes. I do flat lays.
Flat lays are great for jeans. I do them too.
Yeah. You know, just the best picture should be your main shot. They're harder because they're longer too. You know, you only have like the square. So what I do with the flat lay is I put it down, but I have a tiny step stool. Like it's like literally like a foot. And I step up and I get like more of an aerial shot of the jeans. So even though it's only a square, I still get it all in there. They're not glamorous, but they definitely do work. I sell denim all the time. So
Yeah, Michelle Gal, that's a great way to grab some new followers. She says to go to a new closets and then follow all the followers of that closet. Yeah, it's perfect because they don't have a lot of followers yet, so you can follow a bunch and then they will follow you back and you'll be good to go. That is a great way to do things.
Wow, she got 400 new followers in one day. That's awesome.
Yeah. So Penny says, I live in Florida. Orlando has a Goodwill bin, and Sarasota and Northport. So that's if you're anywhere near them, and I'm not a geographical
at all
mastermind, so I don't know where Vero Beach is in reference to Sarasota, North Point, and Orlando. But if you're near them, go check them out. Goodwill bins are a great way to get product for cheap. I don't know if it's per pound.
That's good profit margin at the bins.
It is great profit margin at the bins. So yeah, that's it's good stuff. Inception of following, Elisa says. Is that the same concept of the share game? What do you think, Karen?
A share game means that like when there's share groups and there's some closets that run so many share groups. So what happens is every day you sign up for a share group and they give you have to share every single member in this groups and they'll have like a theme. It's either like the top 10 items in their closet or the first 10 items that you see that are blue or whatever, and you're supposed to share every single member's 10 of whatever, and they're supposed to share all of your 10 of whatever, and it's supposed to increase your visibility because your 10 items goes in front of every single other person that shared followers. It's time consuming.
Yes, it is.
It's extremely time consuming and they're very rule specific. Like if you don't complete, you might get kicked out of the share group and they're serious. But if you have time, and you're home during the day or something like that, and you want to get like more likes and more exposure, try it out. There's some that aren't as like strict for share groups. Just look around.
I like looking at sold items, like the ones I have, and following the people who liked the sold item. Yeah, that's like a target following. That's what we do that a lot. Yeah, we talk about target following quite a bit on here.
I do that a lot when I get new jeans in a size, like a small, like an unusual size. Jay just found like 2 or 3 pairs of jeans this weekend that were a size 25, which is very, very small in the waist. I think it's a size 0.
Oh, we couldn't pass them up.
Yeah. So I definitely target follow. Like I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go to this pair of jeans, any size 25 that is sold, and I'm gonna follow all those people because I now have that pair of jeans.
Yep.
I target follow more than anything else. Like I really like target following.
I am seeing an increase in sales with the 30-minute method. The 30-minute method does wonders for you.
Awesome. I used to do the 30-minute method when I was working, and I would do it in the morning before I went to work, and I would come home and I'd have like the evening to do like the evening party. But I think like the 30-minute method really helped me build my business while I didn't have hours during the day, like the work day when I was working for somebody else.
I wear a 25. It's a hard size to find discounted. Well, take a look at Karen's closet. Maybe you'll like the jeans. Target follow right in the YouTube group.
It's a 0, right? I think it's a 0. I always forget. I remember before Poshmark, I used to think in 0, 1, 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, like size numbers. Now I'm like size 27.
So I usually start target following before listing said items. I wonder if that makes a difference. Either way, yeah, we do both. So it doesn't hurt, make it or break it.
You'll be doing like comps, and you'll be like, I'm not sure what I want to price this at, and then you actually find what you're selling, and then you see they have like 25 likes on it. So I'll follow all those people before I even list it. Why not? Right? I'm right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it happens quite often, actually.
And guys, don't be afraid to throw your closet names in the comments either now or after the video. We love when you guys do that so we can all follow each other and grab a bunch of followers. So put them in the comments now, put them in the comments after the video is posted. We'll all take a look at them and follow you guys. If you want to come back and look at the video once it's been up for a little while and follow those people that post their comments in the closets, that'd be great too. Everybody can use a new follower or two. So
I always, of the 8 photos for my denim, I use at least 7 of them for the jeans. Like I try to get every angle of the jeans. I do the butt like twice from a distance, from up close. If it's been altered, I show the hems. I do the front. If there's any kind of distressing, and that can be purposeful fading to the denim, like whiskering and purposeful fade, or actual holes that the manufacturer put in there, you should be using the majority of your photos.
Yeah.
You know,
use them all. That's I'm guilty of not doing that though. I take like 4 photos and list it. But guys' clothes it's tough to use a bunch of photos. It all looks the same when you take guys' clothes. You just bam, front, back, side, legs, you're good.
I think that's also how a lot of the men think when they're buying clothes. They're not like, ooh, where'd they put this hole in here? Like, how's this fading? And they don't. They're like, I like it or I don't. Right? That's how you.
Yeah,
do.
That's pretty much how I think.
You're like, this is nice.
Do you think sharing a few items more than once at the same time is a good idea? I have noticed more views when I do that. Yeah, we think that's a great idea. That's kind of like the share bomb. You can do that multiple times. You can do that with one item. You can do that with many items. So I think that really does help increase your activity and your sales.
Share a row, share a row, share a row. Yeah, I've done that.
Yeah, picture picker. That's not a bad idea. Share the same item over and over again, and do it during the 30-minute method. That's not a bad idea at all.
Emojis.
Oh, thanks, Penny. I didn't. What is your YouTube channel? I'm assuming is Penny Keeping It Real, right? We got to check that out. If you guys, I think it is. Is that your YouTube channel, Penny?
Oh, yeah.
She says Penny Keeping It Real. I don't know if she's got another title or not. Hi, I really enjoy your videos. They are so helpful. My closet name is right. Closet name is right there. I have to say, you guys put out awesome content, and these chat gatherings are so helpful. We're so happy to. I will subscribe to you right now, Penny, and I'll check your YouTube channel out.
It's really helpful going live because sometimes things pop into your heads, pop into our heads, and it's really good to get it out there and talk about it and figure it out. And and it's like when it's a recorded videos are great too. They have their place, to review and whatever. But, it's kind of like picking each other's brains, and it's really helpful. It's so helpful. Oh, and emojis.
All right, Penny, you got a new subscriber. Thank you, Michelle. That's awesome. We try our hardest here.
Yes.
We do try that. So, guys, we have 3 minutes left. We're going to jump off at 8:15. So throw those questions in the comments real quick. We'll answer those questions for you. Definitely hit that thumbs up button. Hit that like button for us.
And I want you guys to focus next daytime party and tell me what, next live video, tell me what you think. Because some of you guys know exactly what I was talking about earlier about the party having mass amounts of topics and brands. And some of you guys are like, I don't know. Pay attention. Let me know. I was overwhelmed, and I've been doing this for a while, and I was kind of like, ugh. It's not as easy as it should be. So
sure, the flipping autistic, I can do that. That is autistic, right?
Where?
Yeah. I'm making sure I'm reading stuff right. So one more time too, real quick, and I'm doing this not just for you guys, but for the replay as well. So I'm sorry to sound like a broken record, but our course, Poshing for Profits, is 50% off this week up until July 5th. I believe that is Thursday. So all you got to do is click the first link in the description, and it'll take you right over to the course. If you haven't gotten a chance to check it out yet, it is a phenomenal course. We are getting so much great feedback from this course. People are loving it. It's helping them like crazy. It's a comprehensive guide to Poshmark on how to Poshmark full-time, part-time, and make a full-time living. And it's just so helpful. We put a lot of work into it. They're video on demand, so it's a complete video course. You can watch it at your own pace. There's no start, finish, or anything like that. And it's included with a Facebook group just for you guys that are in the course. If you jump into that Facebook group where they're answering your questions, commenting, and doing all that content in there. So definitely check that course out. Poshing for Profits. Click the first link in the description. 50% off. You can get in for $23.50 tonight.
Vicky, so she's heard a rumor of putting emojis in your titles makes them unsearchable in Google. So this was a rumor, and me and 2 other people were trying to debunk it because I used to put when I got a host pick, a heart and host pick HP, which then I started to realize were character killers, and we would actually go into Google and search our exact title and see if we came up in the Google search. Half of them came up and half of them didn't from my closet. One of my other girls on Poshmark, every single one of hers that had an emoji came up. But since mine were so inconclusive and I was searching for word, my exact title, and some of them weren't coming up, I X'd out every single emoji. I don't want to not ever be found in Google. You know, I want my items to come up in search. Plus, they take up 2 characters per emoji, so they're character killers as well. So some people will tell you they are, like, it was inconclusive for me because some of them came up, some of them didn't. Not gonna mess with it. I have no emojis in the titles.
They're wasted characters anyway, so it's kind of pointless to put them in. Giselle, don't feel I'm sorry, Gael. I think I'm not sure how to say your name. I apologize for that. Don't feel discouraged. 5 days in is not a long time.
That's still new.
That's brand new. You're not going to make sales right away. It's going to take some time to get traction on Poshmark to start getting a following. So just go out there, share, follow list. You will start making sales. It just takes some time to get them going. I know Karen didn't make sales for what, about a month into Poshmark?
No, it wasn't that long.
A little less than a month?
No, it was also a very long time ago.
Yeah. It was at least 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It took her some time to get some sales. And then even at that, it wasn't sales every day. So it's going to take time to build. Just stick with it. Definitely keep going and you're good to go.
I do use the down arrow.
Yeah, we use the down arrow.
For closet clear out only. So in closet clear out, I am focusing on the people that have liked my items and I'm price dropping. And that down arrow is to keep me in check as to where my price was. That down arrow emoji disappears the moment closet clear out is done. So closet clear outs only last nowadays, usually a day. I haven't even seen a 3-day closet clear out in quite some time. So I'm not worried about like me adding emojis to my closet clear out titles, because that's what I really helps me do that. But I'm not going to change that just because of my inconclusive results for 1 day.
Yeah. So that is going to be our last question for tonight. I'm sorry to go so short with you guys tonight, but we do have a couple of things we got to take care of. We will be back tomorrow night, right around 8 o'clock. And we'll talk to you guys then. Again, check out our course, Poshing for Profits. First link in the description. Course is 50% off. It'll cost you $23.50 to get in on that course tonight. It's a phenomenal course. It'll definitely jumpstart your Poshmark business and get you guys poshing like a pro in no time. So thanks so much for tuning in tonight, guys. Thank you for all the support. We really appreciate each and every one of you guys. And we will see you tomorrow night. Have a great night, guys.
Bye, guys.